I often feel that with these videos and this YouTube that I have to have some form of story. I have to be able to show you guys something amazing, show you something that you're going to learn and explore. And it makes it challenging. But honestly, sometimes it's just life. It's a mess of spliced together videos that may or may not always even make sense together in a storyline. It's me on my bike in the middle of my garage. It's me in the pool, running around with the kids, trying to do the best that I can with this new journey and this new venture that I am attempting as a professional athlete, as a mom, as a coach to athletes on the Where If You Take You team, and managing all that. I don't always have a story. I don't always really have anything to say, actually. But I want to share with you. I want to share with you the journey, the ups and downs, in whatever direction it goes. And so that's what this video is. A compilation, a little bit messy, a bunch of spliced together videos that may or may not make sense. But it's my life, and I love every aspect of it, and I'm here to share it with you. And I hope you enjoy. Yummy. Yum. Ooh, that's perfect. Chia seeds are kind of a little crunchy still, but what are you gonna do? All right. Well, yeah, so I just got done, like I said, previously I got done swimming. Had a really good swim. I had a fairly good bike and then a run off the bike this morning. And then I have a podcast recording coming up here soon, and I need to go pick up the kids and hope that the kids let me do about a 40-minute strength workout. If they may not, I don't know. Sometimes they like to play in the garage while I do it, so we'll see. But so far, we're day 2 of this week. Got full week of training towards Cabo, and I'm feeling extremely optimistic for the first time all year, which is really, really, really great. I feel like my body's actually responding to training, which again, like the reason I've been so hard on myself all the years, I just feel like nothing has gone well and it hasn't felt good in any of those pieces. So it's really great to see training feel good. So I'll take you along this week, see what I record. Who knows what's gonna end up in this video. But I will record as much of it as I can to share with you guys. So yeah, we've got Cabo 70.3 and then maybe Indian Wells after that. It's kind of one of those where now that I'm like finally feeling good, I'm excited about training again, and where the season's coming to a very fast close here in the United States. So it'll be good to spend the postseason really working on some stuff and maybe doing some more gravel riding. I really want to do some riding. So yeah, we'll see what it brings. It's a beautiful morning out here in the Apache Wash trailhead. I'm getting ready to go for a 4-hour ride. That was 100%, route was 100% chosen based off of the fact that it was gonna take me an hour and a half to get out to Scottsdale versus 55 minutes to get out to the Apache Wash area. So I'm headed out to go ride some hills, which is my favorite thing to do. Just go find some vertical. I just have an endurance ride today, so it's a perfect day to do that and just go crush some hills, because hills pay the bills, right? So they all say. Yeah, so it's a beautiful morning out here. I don't know if you can see, probably can't see because I'm just showing my face, but today's Wednesday. So Day 3 of Block into Cabo, and yeah, we're having some fun. So I will, yeah, I'll bring you along. All right, well, here I am at the ranger station because my tube flatted again for the millionth time, and I didn't have a backup. Why? Because 2 days ago I changed that exact same tube out for a new one. So I used my backup tube, and I figured, stupidly, that, oh hey, brand new tube, literally out of the box 2 days ago, should be fine. I don't need a new tube, I'll be all right. Yeah, well, I don't know. It's flat. I'm in the middle of nowhere on this ride. I am currently 20 miles away from my car. Brandon is an hour drive away from my car and about an hour and a half to 2 hour drive away from me. So I couldn't get an Uber where I was, which was 2 miles away from the ranger station. So I was just about to start walking uphill back to the ranger station to try to get an Uber. And when some nice people gave me a ride to the ranger station, they couldn't give me a ride to my car because it was too far out of the way. So got a ride to the ranger station. Turns out I couldn't get an Uber because I couldn't verify who I was because I don't have ID on me. Because I don't bring ID with me always when I ride. I have a credit card and a phone, but no ID. So Brandon had to try to get me an Uber. I have an Uber coming soon. We will see. Basically, it's just been a clusterfuck. And I am now convinced I'm going tubeless on my training tires because this is ridiculous. This is like the 5th flat tire I've had in probably a span of like 2 months. Of like doing nothing either. I literally just changed this. It's brand new. Yeah. Ruined my day. I won't have time to finish this ride. I'm gonna have to do it some other day. And I don't know, frustrated because I was having a really great ride. Tons of fun. It is a beautiful out. One of my favorite rides. And I've had more flat tires than I know what to do with since I moved to Arizona. And I don't know why. But I don't know. Here we are, I guess. Lesson learned, I need to go tubeless. And 2, even if you put a brand new tube in, you should probably still carry a different tube because you just don't know. So, lesson learned for me. I didn't even have a extra tube, because I used my extra tube. So it wouldn't have mattered. But here we are. Here, Baylor and I. Say hi, Bear Bear. Hi. On Mondays and Wednesdays, Skylar has baseball. And Baylor's a little too young to go still. He doesn't quite, he just doesn't understand that you just have to watch. He wants to be out there playing. So we found we couldn't take him with us. So on Mondays and Wednesdays, Bear and I, we go for a little e-bike ride in the evenings. And it's a lot of fun. What do you think, Bear? Promise he has fun. All right, getting ready for a ride here. It's Friday. I've got 2 hours, 40 minutes of some ramp ups and then some 12-minute efforts at about 80 to 85%. And so that's kind of like some mid-range zone 3 work, which I know a lot of people like, you know, technically you kind of want to stay away from that, but as you can think of it as like that gray zone, but it's also kind of where, you know, 85 to 90% is where you want to try to be able to race a, well, what distance are we doing? 70.3, or it's where I like to race it, where I can get the most out of myself and then still run really well off it. So it's kind of one of those where we just need to spend some time there. And I spent a lot of time this spring or this summer trying to like really be either in zone 2 or zone 4. And I don't, you know, honestly, I don't know if it worked. I can't really say. I felt like I got slower. I did get slower because I had a really hard time with watts and it hitting old watts that I used to hit a long time ago with no issues. So that could have just been, you know, I've said multiple times that I've had some physiological issues going on that I'm addressing, and so that could have been the cause. Like, there's so many things that really could be the cause of it. So we're, you know, when you do a lot of this, you're kind of just spitballing and you're throwing darts at a board and praying one of them sticks. So we're kind of going back to training how I used to train when I was doing really well, and so hopefully that works. Things have been feeling good, and we're gonna hope that it works. So yeah, here we go, 3 hours. See you later. Also, this is totally not sponsored, but I wish it was. I emailed them a couple of times to try to get them to maybe do some work together and never heard back. So I bought these myself. These are the Shock, you probably can't read that, the lighting here is terrible. The Shocks, and these are the open fit. My other headphones were completely dead, or I was having issues with them. These are awesome because they're the bone conduction headphones. So they don't really go in your ear, they just sit on the outside of it, and then they wrap around. And they have been awesome. The only thing I don't really like about them is that you can't change, like to change the music, you have to hold, which is really annoying when you're running fast or trying to run hard. But that's kind of one of the only things that's kind of annoying. So these are awesome. Really like them. Well, it's been a while since I've done car chats with Kayla. I don't know how long this battery on this GoPro is going to last, but yeah, good day today. Good ride for a change. I'm starting to feel really good about things, I think. I'm super thirsty, which ruined the last portion of my ride. My last interval basically just became a portion of a cool down because I was so thirsty and my water was really hot. And I was out of water, so I stopped at my car, got what little tiny bit of water I had left. Apparently I forgot one of my water bottles. So yeah, I am off to find the nearest gas station so I can get some water before going home. And yeah, good day today. Again, my intervals went fairly well. A couple of them were hit or miss, but I feel like I was holding power a lot better.
Again, I'm just seeing the number between 195 and 225 way more often when I'm doing my air intervals than previously. Like, that was hard for me to hit. Like, it took all my energy, all my effort, like, would blast me to do that. And now I can do that, recover, and do it again. So it's getting closer to where I used to be, which is just promising. So hopefully I can keep this up and actually kind of make some gains on the bike again. And yeah, so that's probably the end of this for the week, and a recording. And yeah, we'll check back here in the next week or so with another video for you guys. So thanks for following along. Please, if you can, I know everybody says this, but subscribe to the channel. It helps me. It helps me get noticed a little bit better, and, you know, maybe down the line it actually supports, like, you have no idea how much it supports athletes when you guys subscribe and view and share. Like, that's just all it takes. It really helps athletes, especially athletes like myself, who are trying really hard to kind of like make connections and network and get our voices and our stories heard for sponsorships and support and just kind of any of those things. So thank you so much for following along, everybody. Chat with y'all later.